Share vinyl.
Hi guys, and happy post blizzard. So glad it's over, but we're supposed to have really frigid temperatures all week, so it's not going anywhere. So I don't know how long I'll be stuck here, but we'll just play it by ear. Yeah, I didn't get out yesterday. There was no way, because it was already, by the time I would have left the house, it was already coming down like insanely. So it was coming down at like 2 inches an hour, and I figured if I left, I would not be able to get back into my driveway or even up my street, because they didn't start plowing until very late in the day. My mom said, if you do come, bring a bag, because you'll probably not be able to leave. But I didn't want to do that, because I didn't know if I'd be able to get home today. I didn't know if I'd get in my driveway once they plowed, So I just stayed here. But anyway, I did get that great shower curtain, and I'm going to show it to you here. And it's so cool. You'll see that in the close-up picture, you'll see, if you look at the wall of records, you'll see that they're definitely 78s, and that's really cool, because you can see book spines and stuff like that. So it's really a cool thing. Alright, today we're going to do Bowie, and there's so much of it that I'm going to have to go pretty fast, because the stack is huge. So let's go through Bowie. Start out with a couple of things here. We have Mojo, the music magazine. This was 2015. This has an article about Scary Monsters 35 years on, the inside story of his stunning new album, Bowie Now. This is really, 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 really cool. And this is a British magazine, and this has two collectors' photos in it, and a CD and everything else. So I still have it in the case and everything. Beautiful stuff. That was from back in the day when Barnes & Noble sold the most amazing magazines. They had the biggest magazine section of any bookstore, any store, anywhere. And Barnes & Noble just isn't the same anymore, but they do have records now. And this official program of the Serious Moonlight Tour, this is the program from that tour, and this was given to me by Craig, and it's a beautiful thing. All right, records, here we go. These two I showed you in the rack video the other day. We got the Aladdin Sane picture disc. We have Diamond Dog's picture disc. This is a cool one. This one is not that easy to come by now, but it's a German record, and it is the original soundtrack from the film Christian F. Alright, this is a great movie if you've not seen it. And this has some great stuff on it. It's got heroes in German. Really cool. Really, really great. Peter and the Wolf. Bowie doing Peter and the Wolf on green vinyl. On green vinyl. Look at that. Very, very cool. Peter and the Wolf. Prokofiev's Peter and the Wolf, narrated by David Bowie. Alright, The Buddha of Suburbia, original soundtrack album, written and performed by David Bowie. Awesome. Bowie did do some film soundtracks, which is very cool. This is one of them. This is Bowie related. It is the Philip Glass album, The Heroes Symphony, by Philip Glass, from the music of David Bowie and Brian Eno. Beautiful stuff. And Heroes is one of my favorites, you know that. And this is very interesting. This is Sue Georges. This is a French artist, and this is the Life Aquatic studio sessions. He does Bowie covers, and it's just incredible. He does Rebel Rebel, Life on Mars, Starman, Ziggy Stardust, Lady Stardust, Changes, Oh You Pretty Things, Rock and Roll Suicide, Suffragette City, 5 Years, Queen Bitch, When I Lived My Dream, Quicksand, and Team Zissou. It's just an amazing thing if you can grab it, if you can find it. All right, Bowie. David Bowie, Live Santa Monica, 72. 2-record set. Beautiful thing. We have Bowie Rare. This is awesome. This has some beautiful things on it, and this also has a version of Heroes done in German. I showed you some of the 7-inch Bowies the other day. So a lot of the picture discs and stuff, but I do have a version of Bowie doing Heroes in French, and that's not an easy one to find. That's on 7-inch also. David Bowie, the BBC Archives, 68 to 72, another 2-record set. Beautiful thing. Original soundtrack, The Man Who Fell to Earth. This has it's a regular soundtrack. It has other people on it, but David Bowie was in The Man Who Fell to Earth. You remember? If you remember. Bowie, No Plan, the final studio recordings. Beautiful stuff. Tin Machine, Under the God. This is a 12-inch single, Under the God and Sacrifice Yourself. This was a promo, not for sale. Beautiful thing. Side 1 is Under the God, Sacrifice Yourself, and Side 2 is an interview with Tin Machine. This is Bowie's industrial era. We have Black Star, the beautiful Black Star, his last album. We have David Bowie in Bertolt Brecht's Ball. Bowie did a lot of theater and acting, acting on screen. My dad took me to see him in The Elephant Man. We saw it in the theater in the Round. And, Theater in the Square, in off Broadway in Greenwich Village, and it was amazing. Bowie was 4 feet away from me. It was just the most remarkable thing. Changes 1, Bowie. Greatest hits, of course. Then we have Changes 2, Bowie. More greatest hits. Let's Dance, 12-inch. This is Let's Dance and Cat People, 12-inch. We Could Be Heroes, limited edition, hand-numbered blue vinyl. Bowie, The Legendary Broadcasts. Beautiful blue vinyl on that. This has China Girl, Sound and Vision, Ziggy Stardust, Young Americans, Heroes, of course, Modern Love, Gene Genie, Rock and Roll Suicide. Alright, I have two 12 inches here. Well, let me show you the soundtrack first. Labyrinth, one of my favorites. And when we went to the David Bowie Is exhibit, his costume, his Jared costume from Labyrinth was in the exhibit. And I love this movie. I think he was so great in that. And of course, Jim Henson, puppets. So, you know, Jim Henson, another brilliant, brilliant genius of our lifetime here. So I have two 12-inch singles also from Labyrinth. We have Underground. So great. We have Magic Dance. Awesome stuff. We have The Many Faces of David Bowie, a journey through the inner world of David Bowie. Limited edition double album. Color vinyl. Blue. We have The Many Faces of David Bowie, The Spiders from Mars, The Man Who Fell to Earth, Treasures and Songs. Just a really cool thing. This is beautiful. David Bowie, Strung Out on Heaven's High. This is studio outtakes from Scary Monsters. Amazing stuff. Got some picture discs here. This is a David Bowie rare interview. We have, what is this one? This has Fashion, Scary Monsters, All the Madmen, Heroes, Time Will Crawl, Up the Hill Backwards, Glass Spider, Bang Bang, Love the Alien, China Girl, Rebel Rebel. Beautiful picture disc. Beautiful stuff. And then we got this picture disc. This has Loving the Alien also. Don't Look Down and Loving the Alien. What does this say? Very cool. Okay, we have Bing Crosby and Bowie doing Peace on Earth, Little Drummer Boy. Beautiful. What's the other side of this? Fantastic Voyage is the flip on this. Very, very cool. And then we have the Record Store Day reissue on pink vinyl of Peace on Earth. And the flip on this one is White World of Winter. It's a rare Bing Crosby recording on the other side of this one. Beautiful thing. I got this from Craig. One Christmas or birthday, one or the other, because my birthday's so close to Christmas. We have the classic David Live, Craig's favorite live album of all time. I have the original images here, original images, and then we have a reissue of images. Funny story about images. I lent this to a boyfriend years and years ago, and he looked just like Bowie. He had the Bowie haircut and everything. I went out with him when I was 17 years old, and he borrowed my copy of Images and never gave it back. But I'm still friends with him to this day, and I said, you never gave me my Images back. But now he lives in North Carolina. Hello Space Boy, David Bowie, 12-inch. Very cool. Heathen. Great, great stuff. Unbelievable. Okay, beautiful old Bowie, Space Oddity. This is a 12-inch of the Alabama song and Amsterdam. The Doors Alabama song. Unbelievably cool. So great. Diamond Dogs, of course. The Next Day. Young Americans. the great Scary Monsters, okay? This is Scary Monsters, and this is an interview for radio. The radio stations were able to interview Bowie without him being there, and they would give you a list of questions, okay? Where are they? They're probably inside the jacket. Yeah, they're inside the jacket. All right, so they give you the list of questions for the DJ to ask, and then you play the record track answering that question, Bowie answering that question. So I had a lot of fun with this in podcasts. I just absolutely love this. Such a great thing. A radio interview album in which David discusses the songs on his new RCA release, Scary Monsters. Of course, Aladdin Sane, one of my favorites. One of the best. It's such a great one. We got The Man Who Sold the World. Hunky Dory, another one of my very favorites. Great early Bowie. And the one that started it all, for me anyway, Ziggy Stardust and the Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. My mother bought me this record in Granway Department Store when I was 11 years old, and there was no looking back. You know, it's just incredible. It's basically started my whole rock and roll journey. Because before that, I was into, like I said this once before, I was into David Cassidy and Bobby Sherman, you know, little kid things. And then Bowie changed it all. This is Back in Anger, 9 Inch Nails with David Bowie, Volume 2. This one has Hurt on it, which is, I love that song. It's so amazing. We have the 10-inch Toy EP. It's just a beautiful thing. Craig got me this from One Record Store Day. Beautiful thing. David Bowie, 1966. Tonight. David Bowie, Tonight. Later Bowie. I mean, mid-era Bowie. Tumble and Twirl, Dancing with the Big Boys, Loving the Alien. Really great. One of my favorite Bowie albums ever. Earthling. This album has I'm Afraid of Americans on it, which he collaborated again with Trent Reznor on, and it is just incredible. This is a beautiful album. It's also, it is on green vinyl. I don't know if you can see that through the, yeah, you can. Beautiful stuff. We have David Bowie EP. This has Atomica, Love is Lost, The Informer, I'd Rather Be High, Like a Rocket Man, Born in a UFO, and God Bless the Girl. We have the great Bowie pinups, Bowie doing covers with Twig the Wonder Kid, who of course is Twiggy. And this has some amazing covers on it. It's just... See Emily Play, Everything's Alright, I Can't Explain, and his version of I Can't Explain is amazing. Friday on My Mind, great version. I've played that in podcasts for you because I love it so much. Alright, Station to Station, a great album. Really good thing. TVC 15, Wild is the Wind, Golden Years, you know, just amazing. And lastly, I have my favorite Bowie era, which is the Berlin Trilogy. He was so creative at this time, and the music is so beautiful. So we have David Bowie Heroes. We have David Bowie Low. And we have David Bowie The Lodger. absolutely his most creative era. This is when he lived in Berlin. He worked with Eno, he worked with Iggy. They were doing some really interesting things. They did a lot of drugs too. But he was getting into a lot of electronic music, and it was really, really good. I really loved it. So that is the Bowie stack. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Show me your Bowie, or show me whatever else from your collection you want to show. You gotta let me know what you want to do next. Maybe I'll just go cube by cube and have some fun. I am so not happy about this snow because I don't even know. I mean, I have Joe's birthday this week, and I don't even know if I'm going to get out of my driveway, you know? Because the snow's not going to go anywhere, and we're not going to get very much sun this week, so I don't think, I think we're going to be stranded for a while, and I'm not happy about it. I'm not. So anyway, guys, that's about it. I hope you're having a magical, mystical, musical Monday. Comment, subscribe, spread that love. If you want to buy me a brew, link will be below. And I'll see you all in the next one. If you're stuck inside too, play a record. And I'll see you all next time. I love you so very, very much.